I've spent the last 20 years analyzing the global restaurant business from the inside out. I've studied the consumer habits and actions that feed this business every day. Innovation is found in places where few might look. It's where the real heartbeat of the restaurant business lies. Sometimes it's beneath the known Michelin stars or the glitz and the glamour of the posh addresses of the best restaurant districts in the business. I'm Paul Barron, and this is my show. And I'm in search of amazing food, stellar service, and that unforgettable experience. Welcome to Table 42. All right, so here we are at Love and Salt. It's a great little spot in a kind of a beachside community here in Manhattan Beach. Of course, being a top 25 on the Foodable list makes it one of those things that we have to explore. Interestingly enough, when you ask people, do they want to grow their community or do they want to kind of keep it that homegrown thing, I think that's what we're finding is this very unique angle between that push and pull effect of we want it to grow but not too fast or not too big. It's kind of cool to see the evolution of a restaurant kind of evolve and go into something like this, a great new menu. Definitely get a chance to take a look at Chef Fiorelli's menu tonight, so I think we're gonna have fun tonight. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got tonight. So Chef Fiorelli is definitely exercising some pretty decadent stuff here. So the pizza looks very interesting. So the duck egg pizza, pancetta panna, potato, rosemary, this looks really great. If I was in the mood for a pizza, that would probably be it. Let's go with the cavatappi. It's roasted garlic, bone marrow, parsley, parmesan, cracked black pepper. This is probably gonna be one of those dishes that's gonna sit with me forever. And I love it. Let's try it.
This is our cavatappi with bone marrow.
All right.
This is a little Parmesan, parsley, and breadcrumb. Just gonna mix that all in there. And then the good stuff.
Good flavors coming in there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Thanks, Chef.
Enjoy it.
All right, so as you can see, great dish, composite here, awesome ingredients. I know I haven't had bone marrow with really kind of laced into with pasta like this, so we got to try this. The sauce is almost like a carbonara, but not. You know, you've got this great texture. You would not be able to eat a lot of this. This is that good. Just really a great, great feel. You're gonna love it. You get stuffed with this one. Amazing though. So Love and Salt, let's talk a little bit about the restaurant and kind of the whole concept of the menu and what direction you guys are trying to take this this restaurant.
Our goal is to be a neighborhood restaurant. We are an evolution of Cafe Pierre, which my partner Guy and Sylvie had in the family for 37 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we wanted to do something new and fresh, but at the same time pay homage to that legacy that was here for so long, which Cafe Pierre always was that it was right in this space, location. Yeah, which is
so
crazy.
Really kind of cycling in what was probably grew up with Manhattan Beach, and that's an interesting angle because if you look at sometimes when you take a restaurant like that and then flip it, even if it's the same owners, sometimes the locals are like, hey, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah.
What was the response?
Well, we were a little kind of anxious to see how it was going to be received, but the response has been overwhelming. People are, ecstatic about it.
So it's a good change.
They're having a great change, and and it's about hospitality. It's not so much about what the walls look like, or obviously it is the ambiance and what's coming out of the kitchen. But at the end of the day, it's about hospitality and how you treat people.
Right.
When they walk through the door, and that hasn't changed from the day Cafe Pierre opened 37 years ago until today. So I think that speaks a lot about the Gabriele family and what they do. salt, and I'm gonna make our duck egg pizza. So I wanna get a nice crust on it so it gets a nice rise. You don't wanna beat it up. We brush the crust with a little extra virgin olive oil, fried potatoes, fingerling potatoes that we fried, a good amount of Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Key on pizza is you want equal toppings, you know, spread your toppings equally, and don't put too much or else the pizza's gonna be way too wet and way too heavy. Oven's burning almond wood. We burn almond wood because it burns real dry and slow, and it's abundant in California, so it's a no-brainer for us. And we keep it around 650, 700 degrees. And this is the showstopper, the duck egg. Put that duck yolk on top, spread that all over the pizza. There you have it. That's the duck egg pizza at Love and Salt with cheddar, fried potatoes, and rosemary.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the menu itself. Some of the menu that I looked at last night was really intriguing. A lot of interesting dishes, including the bone marrow piece with the pasta. What was the process of developing those kind of menu items?
Well, there was a few things we wanted to do, and one of them was to kind of educate people to new product that they hadn't seen before. And Manhattan Beach is kind of the perfect place to do that because it's just the scene is now just burgeoning. So there are some items, you know, like bone marrow that some of the people who come in this restaurant, they've never even had before. They've never been exposed to. But we wanted to do that in a real comfortable way for them.
Right.
So we have dishes like that where instead of, you know, maybe this big hunk of bone marrow spread on toast that people might say like, I don't know if that's for me.
Too
you know?
much, yeah.
Yeah, we'll incorporate it into a fresh house-made pasta that's, you know, real comforting for people, that people grew up, is nostalgic for people. Everybody has, no matter what culture you're from, you grew up eating pasta of some sort. You know? So we incorporate, you know, things like that.
What's kind of driving that menu development?
Well, there's a lot of it is balance. We also, you know, one of the key things, we have our own garden down the road, just five blocks away. So we're growing a lot of our own produce. We partnered with a great Manhattan Beach couple, Steve and Jerry Miller at Homegrown Edible Landscapes, and they do these edible gardens. So that's a lot of it. Is a lot of it is vegetable driven, which is, you know, you see things on the menu like lamb tongue and pig head and bone marrow, but that's really a small percentage of it. It's really it's a vegetable driven menu. And it's all about balance. So we're offering people, you know, different things, but we really are trying to educate people as to the importance of, you know, growing things as close to home as possible. And we are an Italian-inspired restaurant, but our philosophy is, you know, cook from your back door out. We're not jumping over Manhattan Beach to bring in things from Italy necessarily, you know, which is how people cook in Italy.
Well, this is a great spot you guys have here. Thanks so much for letting us stop in.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Love
it's a lot of fun.